Well, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl, and I know from the title, it's probably something you've seen from me once, twice, maybe a few more times than that. But this one is a little bit different, and hopefully you'll stay with me till the end. And I do have a little bit of an incentive. I do have a giveaway at the end of this video, so hopefully that helps make you want to stay. Now, if you do see me looking down, I do have a script for this. You know, my brain doesn't want to function all the time. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. But just to forewarn you. Also, if you see any weird jump cuts, again, brain doesn't want to function as well as the puppies. Just to kind of give you a heads up. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this. So, lately I've been thinking a lot of things. Some good, some bad. But it has made me realize that I need to make some changes. Now, don't panic. I'm not going anywhere if I can help it. Although, something needs to be done. Now, when I started on my journey on YouTube, I loved it. I went back to my first video, and it was about layering HTV. And way back then, that was my bread and butter. That's what I did to make a living. And I had people ask, well, why would you show people how to do what you do to make money? And the reasoning was, I love helping people. I loved showing off my knowledge. You know, that's a little bit of like my bragging rights as well. I love being creative. I love sharing my life experiences, the good, the bad, and the extremely ugly. Then 2020 struck. And I put pressure on myself to be responsible for everyone and everything. Now, this isn't something anyone asked me to do, but in all honesty, I started to do this when YouTube got successful for me. The more it grew, the more pressure I put on myself. And part of that was because I grew up with nothing. There was no security in my life. There was nothing safe in my life. So whenever I got a monochrome of success and fame, it was like, oh, I need to continue this. But it really started to spiral in 2020 because I have extreme control issues because I control my safety, I control my security, and I control it for those I care about. So when 2020 struck, and things started to go south, I clung to making sure everything was perfect, even though I couldn't. Now, I know a lot of you may not care about this, but I've always been honest. Maybe too honest, I've been told. You know, that's just me. And as the pressure and stress mounted, I lost myself further and further. I stopped interacting with people in the comments, people on social media. I already struggled with that aspect of it anyway. I don't deal well with people, if you haven't noticed. I'm very, very introverted. Like, for the Myers-Briggs personality, I am an INTJ. So if that tells you anything about me, I am very much a very, very introverted personality. But again, a lot of that goes back to my childhood without feeling very safe in a lot of situations. I tend to look inwards to myself. I have a very close group that I have, and that's it. Again, here is my verbal diarrhea. Meet me. And if this is triggering, I am sorry. This is, again, honesty. This is me. And on top of that, with all of the mounting pressures that I put on myself, I didn't enjoy making content because I was just putting out stuff to put it out. And people could see that. But now I'm trying to make positive changes because my health has taken a nosedive. I've talked about things in the past about childhood and that kind of stuff. And part of the reason why my health has started to spiral, my biological mom was an IV drug user when she was pregnant, which now we're finding out is part of the reason why, like, my epilepsy, which I had when I was a baby, we thought I grew out of and probably never did. Yay. Thank you. You know, is definitely not doing nice things for me. So, I got a lot of time on my hands, and this was something I enjoyed, and I'm enjoying it again. So I want to enjoy those simple pleasures again. I am enjoying creating again. I want to enjoy creating with y'all again. So hopefully y'all will go on this journey with me again. But now I'm making positive changes. My health is in a terrible place. I'm trying to find my joy again. So what does that mean for me and my channel and my social media? So number one is my website. I have one. It's the same name. I don't sell anything. I don't plan to. There's a membership area. It doesn't cost anything. There is a Patreon only area for files if you're like that membership level on Patreon. There will be more to come at some point when I get around to doing it. Like, I'm still learning that part, but it's not there yet. Number two is Facebook. I post to it. There's the Cuttin Corners group. I don't get many notifications for it. Facebook doesn't notify a lot of business stuff. It's kind of weird. And I don't use Facebook Messenger much, so I really don't, I don't have it on my phone. So I hardly ever get notifications for it. So if you send me messages through Facebook Messengers, I don't see those, ever. Because I get, really weird stuff through there. So just to let you know, if you send me stuff that way, I am not trying to ignore you. I just don't see it. It's weird. Just heads up. Facebook, that's not my favorite part of Facebook. Facebook really isn't my favorite thing for that kind of stuff. I don't know. I do have a separate group on Facebook that is set up through my personal Facebook. It's called Betsy's Bees. And it's not a business group. And I do see notifications for that since it was set up through my personal Facebook. And it's just about crafting and talking, kind of chit-chatting. I'm home. I don't go anywhere. Can't drive. Epilepsy. I'm not cleared to drive. Can't go anywhere. I need friends. Join us. It is all these things are linked in the description. It's a great way to interact. But that is a joke. But it's a joke, but it's not. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Instagram, I use it. You can message me. Sometimes it notifies me, sometimes it doesn't. But a lot of times, if you post, like if you try to contact me on some of this stuff, if you at me on there and let me know, that also helps. If you email me or comment on a post so I know to look for that you're messaging me, it helps so you know I'm not ignoring you. With my epilepsy and all the medications I'm on, sometimes I just miss things. I'm sorry. I really am not trying to ignore people. I am trying. I'm at home. I try to interact as much as I humanly possibly. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Now, Patreon is still going strong. I'm interacting as much as possible. I'm trying to do more interactive content over there. I'm trying to set up more Patreon only like lives and crafting stuff because I think that that is fun. Like, I think that being able to interact with y'all is good, and I is also trying to teach myself to come out of my shell more because again, these are not things I am used to doing. Like, I can talk to myself on camera, but like interacting with people it's like a different ball game for me, and it's different. So, lastly, with YouTube, I will still have the same Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. And Tuesdays are still going to be lives, but I will have themes. I've been thinking about these themes quite a bit because, I think with having themes makes it a little bit more fun. And it's not like hard set themes. It's a little bit different than that. Because I was like, what things will kind of keep it fun and interesting? So Mondays are going to kind of be all about motivation. So it's whether it's going to be ideas. So whether it's going to be ideas for getting those creative juices flowing, or tips to kind of sustain keeping your workflow just to sustain your workflow, or something in between. Because, motivation sometimes can be hard to find. And for me, motivation is not one of those things that I really have ever found a problem with. I tend to, even whenever like I'm sick or anything like that, I tend to be hyper focused. I have this thing, and it's something that a lot of people don't understand. It's like whenever even it's like, oh, you don't look like you feel bad, or if I were in your position, I don't know how you keep going. Because it's like this mindset in my mind that I have to keep doing things. I have to keep going. So I hyper focus on things and get things done. So like I don't have an issue finding motivation because because I can't show that I'm weak. So it's like the exact opposite, the problem that a lot of people have issues with. Um, so like I don't have an issue with motivation, I guess is the best way to put it. Um, but yeah, but I think that being able to kind of work through that motivation problem, I think will be kind of fun. And sometimes it's just about quotes or things like that. I think it's just having fun with it. And sometimes it's just getting over the blah of the weekend and just getting through it. And as far as Tuesdays goes, instead of keeping it as a shop talk thing, because I don't have a shop anymore, and some of y'all don't have a shop, we're going to do like a Talking Tuesdays, or it's something, I don't know the name of it yet, but it's all about having like a chat amongst friends. You will be able to ask business questions. You'll be able to ask pretty much anything. It's still going to be the Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, we're still going to do the scrap box contest the first Tuesdays of every month, one for Patreon, one for everybody else. But I think that that's going to be more of like a chill kind of thing, because who would it hurt to be able to have more of these conversations, you know? sometimes I feel like things can be a little bit too stiff, and I don't want it to feel like that. Now, Wednesdays are all about the new. And what I mean by that is product reviews, what's hot, new application tips, you know, new ways to try things, putting a new spin on things. Because sometimes that's what you need. It's like a new idea. Because even if it's something old but brought new to life, you know what I mean? I think that that is sometimes just what you need out of things. Now, Fridays are kind of where it's going to get a little weird, a little wacky. Fridays are for fun. This is kind of going to be by request. So if you want Disney's, you got it. You got to let me know. You can message me, you can comment, you can do however you want it. If you want me to finger paint, I will finger paint. If you want me to make a bow, I can't promise you that it will be a pretty bow. We will make a bow. If you want me to do whatever, we will do whatever. Like if you want me to try to make cookies, I will try to make cookies. Well, maybe not make cookies because we got puppies, and trying to cook on camera will probably not be the best thing because I have two big mutts. And yeah, I don't think that would probably work out. But most things would be within reason. And I think we'll probably do that by like commenting, and whatever gets the most likes, we'll kind of go from there. I think that would be good. And I think that that's going to be something fun because y'all can kind of interact with it. Because I think that is how I see this channel, is it's not just about me, it's about y'all too, if that makes sense. Because I think that that's what makes me special with this is y'all. So I'm still going to throw bonus videos in there because I think that is also what keeps this interesting, is to have this spontaneousness. Because I've never been one to be like, oh yes, this is how it's going to go. Now, I will tell you this, with editing and things like that, with my brain not always working, I've been taking a lot longer with filming. So sometimes things will not go up exactly on schedule. So I'm sorry about that. I have been pre-filming, but again, things do take a lot longer. Now, also, as long as my health holds up, we will be doing Craftsmas this year. Yay! I love doing Craftsmas. It's actually one of my favorite things to do. It is so fun, but we will still stick to these themes for it. Another note is Patreon tutorial is always on the 15th or close to it. Now, a few more notes. I am going to be going through and reorganizing old videos and playlists. I may make new or updated versions of older videos since things have changed, like there's been updated machines, that kind of things. So if you want to see or and also if you want to see or continue to see my content, make sure you do hit the subscribe button. I think it's down here. And also that little bell that's next to it, hit that and make sure to turn on all notifications because you need to make sure you do that. Also, hit the like button. And if you want to, you can share this video. That also helps me out because if you do that, then people will see it. And comment down below. Again, the more you comment, the more you like, the more you share, the more people will see this. And if you comment and like on this video, or if you like and comment on this video, I will pick a winner out of those comments and the likes, and I will comment back, and that winner I'll pick on the 28th of February 2022. I'll comment back, and they will win a 30-pack of HTV. And you'll just be able to email me your address, and I will get that shipped out to you. So I think that sounds fun. But hopefully you'll kind of continue and reinvigorate and hopefully come along with me for this new journey with me. But I love you guys, and we'll see y'all next time.